Hello, how are we going? I was just having a look at the next stage of our dynamic workflow, or our workflow diagram module, and all the different nodes that are going on. Now, what I actually think is that whilst Odoo is giving us the tools to create a dynamic layout, it's not necessarily, if I may, the right style. So let's just have a quick look at what I mean by that. So you can see back there, we've got a number of different activity styles. So what I've called it is an activity center. Okay, and we can automate tasks, we can schedule tasks, we can do manual tasks, dynamic tasks, or web forms to capture information as part of our workflow. Now, because I'm only setting this up as a step, let's hypothetically, these steps could actually be one in each of those areas. So what I actually think we need to consider is that instead of this popping up as it's almost like there's a secondary form. Let's just have a quick look at this one for the moment. Is it going to open for me? Let's just add a new node then for the moment. But let's imagine that this node is actually an activity type. So instead of it being all this is automated actions at the moment, let's call it an activity type. Okay, and the activity type would select down and it would be manual, automatic, manual, schedule, task, what have you. And when that dropped down, we would then, because I see when that dropped down, it would fundamentally fill out a secondary form. So whether it was a task, whether it was manual, yada, yada, yada. So basically it would be, I'm imagining that you would just have the name, the type. When the type was selected, it would bring up this form or one of the many other forms. So let's just save that for a moment. Okay. And when we come to join them, you can see even better, I think, here. See, we've got a different style of form there. So let's say that this was the activity type. And you would select the different types. And then when you've selected that, this page would fill out with that. So let's say that. All right, so I'm just going to go back over to here now. And we can see here again. So we could have selected either of these fields or drop menus, and it would have fundamentally asked us if we wanted to populate out, basically, but look, I think it's the form type first, because these actions are all related, I'll call it, or they're dynamic, but they're not specific. Whereas the flow diagram is more related to what type of activity are we doing here, what does it look like, and we're just trying to create a flow of information and activities. All right, well, I won't talk too much because I'm sure that this is going to create a bit of conversation, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.